like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Hey, lock it. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Downings. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, Dobbins. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 36. Hard.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Out. You draw Corker. Hey. Ringo. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins past him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raider first down.
General West. Check. Fresno. Go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down now, Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Right back to him on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit. 6-6, bullet high. Check back 21, check back 21. Watch QB drop. Watch QB go.
From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Wallace. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On first down, Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check nickel. Topper! Leo! Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Matchbox lights.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A little check down to Lindsay. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 7 at the 15-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gators. Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. It's a gain of a yard. And
We're scoreless after 1.
that's the end of the first quarter. With no score.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Ready? 60 on. Any weapon. Walk, get walk. Look at me. Go. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check.
Yes! Mike 51.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready, break. 42, Mike, 42. 80 weapon. Yep.
Motion.
Hey, Mike's 47. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go now. 70 Indy.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Delta. 42's the mark, 42's the mark.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He finds Taylor, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Alpha. Watch 57, 57's right. Double dog, that's the way.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
My exit. 51, my 51. Oh, yeah. Pilot, 64, weak. Here we go again. Here we go up. Watch the safety creep. Go.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Guys, go. The field. Let's get off the field. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
I don't think you got it, son. Smoke. Mike 55, Mike 55. Check. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Let's get it.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Switch. General, West, C6. Bring it, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. 51 the Mike, boy, 51. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Ready, go.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Slam. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Five.
He's able to find Wallace. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
SOS. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic.
Hey, Sam off.
Here we go.
On first down, Dobbins. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Slam.
Hey, Echo. Down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, that is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here I come.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That'll set them back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. There you go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
57. Who that? Who that? Deuce. General West. Hey, exit.
On first down, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside.
Give me some.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Go. Tight down. There you go. Switch.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Check the hot read. Rock it. Check 6-6. Pull it high. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hayward. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Dog. Then you get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, switch gears.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Protein spill. 7, Mike 57. You're trash. Orbit. 57, Mike 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken right around the 44. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
Topper! Rush in! Jam! Under 10!
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Watch that equipment. Safety's creeping. Check safety.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60 or.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
61. Matchbox lights. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Brings up second and 12. At the
Off play action. Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go now. 70 in. Echo. 42's the mark. 42's the mark. Get ready. Mike, go.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
The 18-yard line.
Ready.
42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. You ain't doing nothing today.
Keep dribbling.
Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Right now. 57. Mike 57. Here we go, D.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Bravo! Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Go! Situation. Let's go. 57's the Mike. 57's go.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mike. Hey, tight. Mike, 55. What? Yep, 55. Hey, check Mike. Ready.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Badgley's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. There.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Protein spill. Leo. Ready?
On first down, Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
50, plant.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Touchdown, defense.
Bravo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt.